Hi, Steve Wokalski here, head pro at Owasso Country Club. Today we're going to cover full swing fundamentals of the grip and the posture. You know, having a good grip and having good posture doesn't automatically guarantee you're going to hit a good shot, but without a good grip and without good posture, you're going to struggle finding the consistency you'd like in your full swing. So let's get started. So first of all, let's cover the grip. The way we hold the club is very important because it kind of sets the tone for our ability to swing the golf club. If we have faults in our grip, it's going to really inhibit our ability to swing the club efficiently and with power. So for a right-handed player, the left-hand grip, the top hand, is very important. We want to set it on the club. I'll move in just a little bit for you here. We want to set it on the club in a manner where when we look down, we can easily see a couple knuckles, two knuckles of the back of our left hand, like so. You can see how my left thumb is positioned. I don't want it in a long position like so. I want to keep it in a fairly short position. Again, that helps kind of support the club throughout the swing. Looking at it from this side, we want to hold the club very low in the palm. As you can see, it runs through kind of the index finger of my left hand here and then up diagonally up into the lower portion of the palm of the left hand. And then I close my hand over the club. Like so. The right hand joins on to the left. Like so. We want to have the palm of the right hand right there in the middle, kind of resting on top of the left thumb like so. And then we form our hand around the club like that. Okay? So you can see as I take my grip here, there's not a lot of gaps in between my fingers, is there? I mean, you can see fairly close here with my left thumb. My right thumb also is close to my right hand here like so. I don't want to have my thumb draped over or on this side. I want it to be just positioned slightly to the left. As far as grip is concerned, a lot of people ask, well, should I interlock, overlap, or how should I grip the club? I prefer the overlap grip where the pinky of the right hand rests on top of the left index finger. Some players can interlock like so, and some players maybe with smaller hands or need a little more speed from the right side, the right hand can grip 10 fingers. Any one of those grips is acceptable really for the most part. So, like I say, I prefer the overlap grip. That's probably the most common grip still, although Tiger Woods and Jack Nicklaus both interlocked. So, not one fits all. There's a little trial and error involved with that. So, as you can see, as I take my grip here, both thumbs, there's a kind of a line running from the left thumb, and it kind of goes up towards the right shoulder. A line here coming from the thumb and the index finger there in that area, and that kind of runs up more towards the maybe the right ear. So both of our thumbs are kind of angled where they go off to the right side of our body. And that grip allows you to get the club swinging, like I said, with maximum speed and gives you maximum control throughout the swing. Okay, so let's talk a little bit now about posture. Oh, one more thing about the grip, sorry, I forgot this. Make sure when you do grip the club that you hold down about a ½ inch from the top. You don't want to hold the club way up in the top like so. Give it a little bit of room. You can see how grips are designed. They're a little bit wider at the very top, and that's just to kind of keep you from losing the club as you make your swing. So you never want to hold it all the way to the end. You always want to hold down just a little bit there. Okay? So now let's talk a little bit about posture. So how we balance ourselves at address, how we take our stance is very important because that allows the club to swing on the proper plane and it allows our body to move properly. So we want to position ourselves at address with our weight in the middle of our feet. So we don't want to set up in a manner where our weight's back in our heels too much or forward on our toes too much. We want to get a nice balanced position where our weight is kind of in the balls of our feet. See if I can get into posture here for you. Just address this ball. Back nice and straight. Alignment features, feet, knees, hips, shoulders, and eye line all parallel to your target line. The club face is the only thing on your target line. That you want to be aiming at the direction you want the ball to go. But as far as your body lines are concerned, you want them to all be parallel to your target line. Okay? So when assuming your posture, here's a good little drill for you to work on to help you improve this aspect of your game. Start with your legs nice and straight, your back nice and straight, and hold the club straight out in front of you like so with your arms extended. Now the first thing you do is just flex your knees enough so when you look down, you just kind of cover up your shoelaces. At this point, you should probably feel most of your weight towards your heels, but that's not where it's going to stay. Okay? Now from here, we're going to let the arms come down and the triceps rest against our chest, like so. The club's going to drop below our hands. You can see that. And now I'm going to tilt forward from my middle. I'm just going to take my belt line. I'm going to keep my back as straight as I can, and I'm going to take my belt line and turn this way. So it'll look like this. Down, a little flex, and then tilt forward. And that should put you in about the proper posture at address. You should feel at address when you're setting up to the ball that you can rock easily from heel to toe, and when you come to rest, your weight should be right in the middle of your feet. You don't want to feel too far forward, too far back. Just that little rocking drill can really help. From this position, face on, you can see here, as I take my setup again, I'll go through that drill for your posture. Feet about shoulder width apart for a 6-iron as I have here in my hands. And now I'm going to flex my knees a little bit to cover up the laces. The arms are going to come down. The club drops below the hands and the upper arms. The triceps rest right against my chest. And now from here, I'm just going to tilt forward, keeping my back nice and straight. And that's going to put me in the correct posture. As far as ball position is concerned, we want to position the ball for the full swing slightly forward of center. So I would say kind of just off of the left ear for a mid-iron. Now it's a little deceiving because if I were to change clubs here, so I'll take a wedge now, go through the same procedure, move the ball in a little closer because the shaft is shorter, same posture. Difference, maybe it may look like the ball's a little more centered, but really what's happened is I've moved my back foot, my right foot, a little bit closer to my left, because as we have a shorter club in our hands, we want a slightly narrower stance, and that helps promote a little more of a descending angle of attack with the short irons, which is what you want. With the longer club, like a driver or a 3-wood, again, about the same ball position, but look what I do with my right foot. So from here, flex, and down to address with the driver. Now I'm just going to widen my stance by taking my right foot and dropping it back a little bit further. So it kind of gives the illusion that the ball is slightly forward, when in reality the ball is still pretty much in the same position in relation to my left arm, my left ear, right in this position like so. And so that's really what you want to remember with ball position is don't move it around too much. Just use your right foot to kind of govern the width of your stance. A little wider stance with the driver and the fairway woods kind of helps us to have a little more of a sweeping angle, catch the ball off the tee, and hit it up into the air. Okay? So those are some good keys for your posture and your full swing to help you improve. And you can work on these things indoors, and I think they're really going to help your golf. Thank you.